Now, in these days, we are discussing on 10 steps to start your own business. Now, we have seen so far step number 1 to step number 3. And then today, we are going to discuss on step number 4, which is the importance of business registration. Now, let's start by looking at the benefit of business registration. Now, my brother, my sister, business registration offers several benefits for entrepreneurs. Now, number 1, it provides legal recognition to your business entity, allowing you to operate within the confines of the law. Now, once you get legal, you are in good terms with the law. Now, this not only enhances your credibility, but also safeguards your personal assets from your liabilities. Now, registering your business ensures that your company name is protected. That is big. It will prevent others from using it. Once your name is registered, no one can register under it again. This is huge. It also opens doors for various government programs and the resources. Now remember, whatever you require from the government in the name of the business, the first thing they will ask you from will be the certificate of registration. So whatever you want to receive from the government, whether it's a service, whatever it is, they will ask you for the certificate of registration. So, my friend, business registrations enables you to hire employees. See, if you're not registered and you hire employees, you are already illegal. It will also help you to build partnership. It will also help you to expand your opportunities for success. Now, in overall, the advantages of business registration are undeniable and can greatly contribute to the long-term success of your venture. Now, let's look a little bit on the steps to register your business. Now, as you know, to register your business, you have to follow certain steps. Number 1, you have to determine the legal structure of your business. Now, what do I mean by that? You have to choose whether you want to register a business as a sole proprietorship or a partnership or a corporation. How do you want your business to look like? Now, I'll come to those entities later. But first of all, you have to understand that once you choose the name of your business, you have also to decide whether you want it as a sole proprietorship or a partnership or a corporation. Now, there are different ways you can go about it. You can go online to register your business, or you can go to the Office of Registers. Now, to register your business, it is also possible to register your business with different government agencies. Now, they will ask you different things, which you are going to provide those documents. Now, they will ask you different documents. Now, be ready to provide those documents in order to get your business registered. Now, by registering your business, you ensure kind of a legal protection. You gain access to financial resources. See, if you want to go and access some investors, the first thing they will ask you is whether your business is registered or not. It will also establish credibility with customers and suppliers. So no one will hear or what you have to say if you are not registered. So don't skip this vital step on your journey to entrepreneurship success. It's very, very important. Let's look now at certain misconceptions about business registration. People have prejudice about business registration. Now, there are people who believe that registering a business is very expensive and a very complicated process. I don't know where they got this from, but I want to tell you that is not true. In reality, that's not true. registering your business can be relatively simple and straightforward. So it doesn't need to be complicated. So if you have that misconception, I want you to throw it away. It's not true. Secondly, there are entrepreneurs who think that registering their business means giving up control or ownership to someone else. But this is not true either. This is not true too. Business registration simply establishes your business as a legal entity. Now, there are also some people who mistakenly believe that the registration is also necessary for large corporations. But in fact, it is important for businesses of all sizes, whether it's a small businesses or big businesses or even large businesses, is necessary for all sizes of businesses. Now, by understanding and dispelling this misconception, you can ensure that you take the necessary step to register your business. Now, my brother, my sister, what am I doing here? I'm trying to push you and encourage you to get legal, to register your business, and reap the benefit of having a legitimate and a protected entity. Now, for now, let me look a little bit into the legal requirement for business registration. There is some legal requirement that you have to know. One of the key aspects of business registration is understanding and fulfilling the legal requirements. So, what are those legal requirements? These requirements ensure that your business operates within the parameters set by relevant authorities, whether it's a city or a government or any local, whatever it is. They have set some parameters within which they want the business to operate. So you'll be legal with them. That means some common legal requirements include obtaining the necessary licenses and the permits, registering for taxes, and complying with specific industry regulation. For instance, if you are in the food industry, if you are in medicine industry, if you are whatever industry you are in, there are some legal regulation in those industries. By meeting this legal obligation, you can protect your business from potential penalties. This is very huge. I've seen business that collapses because of penalties, and also legal issues in the future. So if you get your business registered, you comply with this legal requirement for businesses registration. Is very crucial in establishing a solid foundation for your business and ensuring its long-term success. Now, before I conclude on that small matter, let me also talk a little bit on resources and the support for business registration. Now, when starting a business, it's crucial to have access to resources and the support that can guide you through the process of business registration. So if you think or you still believe it's too complicated, it's not for you, now there are resources out there, there are agencies out there, private and the government agencies who can help you in this process of business registration. Now, these resources can provide valuable information on the legal requirements, necessary steps, and the common misconception associated with registering your business. They can also offer assistance. Now, by taking advantage of these resources, you can set your business up for success from the very beginning. Wow, wow. Like I said earlier, you have to decide the types of business entity you want to register your business under. Now, commonly, we have three types of business entities. Now, the first one is what we call sole proprietorship. Now, if you want to register your business as a sole proprietorship, you have to understand what it is. So what is a sole proprietorship? It's a type of business entity that is owned and operated by a single individual. That is the key. It's owned and operated by a single individual. It is the simplest form of business ownership, and it offers complete control to the owner. It gives complete control to the owner. In this structure, the owner is personally reliable for all debt. This is then the disadvantage of it. Now, in this type of entity, the owner is personally reliable for all debt and obligations of the business. That means it's all on the single person. On the other hand, a partnership is a business entity in which two or more individuals share ownership and responsibility. See, when you come with someone else into partnership type of business, you own responsibility, you share responsibility. They can share profit, of course, they can share losses, and the management duties based on the terms of their partnership agreement. Now, lastly, there is also what we call a corporation. A corporation, what is a corporation? It's a separate legal entity from its owners. That is the key. Is when you have your business registered as a corporation, it's really separated from, it's a separate entity, separate from you as the owner or shareholders. It provides limited liabilities protection to its owners, and they can easily raise capital by selling shares of stocks. That is also a key. Now, these three types of business entities differ in their ownership structure. Mostly, it's differ on their ownership structure. It's also differ on the liabilities implication. So let me even go deeper a little bit on partnership. Partnership. Now, if you want to register your business as a partnership, what is a partnership anyway? As I explained earlier, but let me emphasize in it, partnership is a type of business entity where two or more individuals join together to run a business and they share its profit. It's not only to share its profit, but also to share its losses. Now, partnerships are formed based on a legal agreement called a partnership agreement, which outlines when you come in partnership with someone, you have to have an agreement which outlines the responsibilities, the right, the obligation of each partner. That is very important. Don't just go get into partnership with someone without an agreement and the requirement. One advantage of a partnership is that it allows for shared management and decision making. See, this is huge, allowing partners to bring their skills and expertise to the table. Now, let me add this. Partnership offers a flexible structure with tax advantages. How is that? As the profit and the losses of the business are passed through the partner's personal tax returns. Now, that's how the tax return will be reduced because it's passed through individuals. Now, however, partnerships also have some disadvantages, such as there's a possibility of disagreement or conflict among partners, as well as joint and several liabilities. Now, where each partner is personally responsible for debt and obligations of the business. Now, let me say, in overall, partnerships can be a suitable option for individuals who wish to collaborate and share the responsibilities and the rewards of a business venture. Now, before I conclude on this business registration we're discussing about, let me look a little bit deep into the corporation type of entity. Now, as a corporation is a type of business entity that is separate from its owners. This is a very important. You have to get this. It's an entity by itself. It is separate from its owners. It is a legal entity that exists independently from the individuals who own it. Get this. This is very crucial. One of the main advantages of a corporation is that it offers limited liability protection to its shareholders, meaning they are generally not personally responsible for the company's debt or legal obligation. I think you get that one. Now, let me add this. Corporations have the ability to raise capital by selling shares of stocks. This is a big advantage for corporation. In overall, a corporation provides a structure that allows businesses to operate and grow while protecting your personal asset of its owners. Wow, this is also very, very big. Now, that being said, let me conclude this by saying this. Whenever you want to choose a business, you have to decide the right business entity for you. So it's not just picking anyhow. There is a white one. Don't do that because someone else chose it. There is a right one for you. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to make this important decision. There are three main types. Let me remind you, there is sole proprietorship, there is a partnership, there is also a corporation. In a sole proprietorship, the business is owned and operated by a single individual who is responsible for all profit and losses and the liabilities. In a partnership, is a type of business where a business entity owned by two or more individuals who share the profit and losses and the liabilities of businesses. But in the other hand, a corporation is a separate legal entity from its owners. Wow, that's very huge. Now, those owners are known as shareholders who enjoy limited liabilities. What does it mean to enjoy limited liabilities? It means whatever happens to their business does not affect their personal asset. So each type of business entity has its own advantages and disadvantages. You have to get that one. So it is crucial to carefully consider the specific need and the goals of the business when making this decision. So now, this is all I have for today's class. Remember to subscribe to this channel and share this video with others. You can also visit our website, GetThatLibrary.com, for more resources. I hope to see you in the next class. Until then, keep shining.